Hi, this is Mario Morgan again with NBA Info. I focused on fantasy sports last Friday on my Twitch stream, so here's my betting preview. One key thing in looking at betting preview, and this is going to be on the main awards as well as the over and unders. For the main awards, is looking at the historical winners and understanding the voting trends of the voters to help you winner. So for MIP, most improved player, last five winners: John Morant, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, Pascal Siakam, Victor Oladipo. All five of those became all stars the year they won most improved player. My pick, and also one as a co-favorite, is Anthony Edwards at plus 1,000. Great chance to be an all-star this year, with Minnesota having a strong regular season record, expected, as well as all the other changes that are being made, and has his own development. My long shot is Evan Mobley at plus 4,000. Again, another person with a great player with a great situation, strong team around him, great chance to be a high seed. Those are type and making an impact and being the all-star for the first year. For sixth man of the year, the last five winners: Tyler Hero, Jordan Clarkson, and three Clippers: Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams back to back. Almost all those were the top bench scorers of the season, and so with that, that helps guide what the voters look for. And my pick is is the favorites, Jordan Poole at plus 390 for sixth man of the year. He's going to be a major focus in Golden State, one of their key offensive contributors. Six man off the bench, he's my bet. Long shot. Again, I'm looking for a person who's going to be in a contender situation, someone who's going to be a scorer and primary focus point when they come in the game. And I have Nashawn Bones Highland at plus 2,200. It's a long shot, but Denver's going to be a very good team this year. He's going to be their primary scorer off the bench. Great chance for Six Man of the Year award if they do well. For my Defensive Player of the Year, I'm actually starting off with a longer shot. Let's take a look at the last five winners. Marcus Smart, Rudy Gobert won three out of the past years, 2 seasons ago, and then 4 and 5 seasons ago. And in 1920 was Giannis. So Marcus Smart, Rudy Gobert, Giannis, then Gobert again. If healthy, I like Anthony Davis to win this award. There's always going to be voter fatigue. If he plays 70 games, his impact is undeniable. I think he won Defense Player of the Year at plus 1,400. My long shot is Ben Simmons at plus 2,200. Again, a lot of history, a lot of stories around Ben Simmons and all what's going on in the past couple of years from Philadelphia and Brooklyn. But again, he is a great defender. He's close to winning the award in the past. If he brings his defense with all the playmaking around Brooklyn, that'll make the impact that the voters would notice. For Rookie of the Year, the last five winners: LaMelo Ball, Ja Morant, Luka Doncic, Ben Simmons, Malcolm Brogdon. Winners, all four of those guys, or I don't know if Brogdon offhand has been an all-star, but four of those guys definitely all-stars, the perennial ones to be in the future. I like with the favorite Rookie of the Year, number one pick, Paolo Banchero, plus 185. Not great odds, but he's going to be worth it. And even of all the tanking teams and all the lottery teams that Orlando might be, he's still going to be trying to make a big impact. My long shot is the rookie in the best position to win is Keegan Murray, plus 500. Sacramento's going to be very good this year. Not very good, but they're going to be much better than I think people expect. Mike Brown's a good coach. They have a very strong roster. They'll be in a playoff positioning in those last couple months of the season, and that attention and focus might sway some voters to go Keegan Murray's way. So I have him as my long shot. Coach of the Year, the last five winners: Monty Williams, Tom Thibodeau, Nick Nurse, Mike Budenholzer, and Dwayne Casey. Winners, guys who turn their teams around, who make significant impacts to their teams. I like Darvin Ham, plus 1,400. LA only won 33 games last season. If he gets up a plus 13 to 15 games in there, close to 50 wins, about 45, I think about 45, 48 wins. That's because 48, if they get 48 wins, that's 15 more wins than last season. Plus the media, a lot of people like Darvin Ham. I was there in Vegas for Summer League. How somebody can read, can work the room and just be the person everybody gravitates to, whether media, players, coaches. That was Darvin Ham. And if he has success with Lakers, there's a lot of empathy for him that I can see him getting Coach of the Year, especially after he overpaid his dues before becoming coach. My slightly long shot is JB Bickerstaff at plus 1,600. Again, Cleveland's going to be a very strong team. Great chance to, I wouldn't even be shocked if they got the top seed in the East. That's not where my pick, but they're going to be a very good team. I like the lineup. I like the roster. I like what they have. And Bickerstaff's a good young coach. He's my pick, my long shot pick for Coach of the Year. For MVP, the last five winners, only a few names. Nikola Jokic, the Jokers, won the last 2 years. The 2 years prior was Giannis. And then the year before that was James Harden. So Jokic, Giannis, and James Harden. Statistical monsters. They all put up great numbers across the entire board, and they also won the season. They won their MVP. Their team was top. Although 2 years ago, I think it was a third seed for Denver Nuggets. With that, I like Joel Embiid. I have Philly as a really good team this season. They're my top team in the East, probably regular season record. And even though it's plus 500, I like Joel Embiid a lot for the for MVP. Again, if you want a long shot, same things. Anthony Davis. 2 years ago, 3 seasons ago, when Giannis won MVP, Anthony Davis and Giannis was neck to neck. When we last saw Anthony Davis healthy, he was winning the championship with the Lakers. The last 2 seasons he hasn't been healthy, but again, if he's healthy, plus 4,000 for Anthony Davis, he can win MVP just as easily. He's a talent. The parity's there, so that's my award winner picks. Now I'm gonna go real quick over the wins, NBA wins, with their over under odds, and I'll just play my comments real quick. I'll point out ones that I'm really up high or down on. So Boston Celtics 53.5 under. I don't see them doing that well. New coach Robert Williams III is out for a while. No Tice. I can't see them having the best record. I don't think they'll have the best record in the East. Milwaukee Bucks 52.5. That's all right. Phoenix Suns 52.5 under. I have the under. I don't see them having the best record again in the West. Again, the Sarver situation, the Ayton situation, the Crowder situation, new starters, their bench is weaker. Yeah, I don't have Phoenix at the top record in the West, so I have the under. Clippers 52.5. That's fine. Golden State 51.5. I have the under again. They're going to be good, and they'll definitely be a threat come the playoffs, but they're going to lose more earlier just because they don't have the role players they did last year. All their veteran warrior players. You have Porter, Payton's too, JTA. They lost someone else too. Losing your Otto Porter, what did they lose? Lost somebody else too, but losing your veteran role players and replacing them with young guys like Wiseman, Kuminga, and Moody, who are good. Going to be very talented players for a long period of time, but they're not going to help you win real quick in the regular season. I mean, it just takes time and experience, and that gap is going to turn Golden State down. I have them at the under. Philly 50.5. I probably have over, but Philly 50.5 is good. Brooklyn 50. That's 50.5. Also, keep in mind, with a lot of parity in the NBA, I don't think too many teams are winning much more than 50 games. There's going to be too much competition. Top 10 teams in each conference are going to be low. Top even 11 teams. So keep that in mind. Denver 49.5. Tim to have to take over there. Same with Minnesota 49.5. I think they're two of the best three teams in the West. I'll take the over on both of those. Memphis 48.5. That's fine. Dallas 48.5. I'll take the under there. I don't see Dallas being that good with especially losing Brunson. Luka's going to be having a great season, but he's going to have to carry a large load. I don't like that team getting 48.5 wins. Miami 40.5 could. That's fine. Cleveland 47.5. I nitpick. Atlanta 45.5. I'll probably take the over. Oh, that's close. Los Angeles 40.5. I'll take the over probably as well too. With Los Angeles and Atlanta, I think both of those teams are going to be better than advertised. Yeah, take the over. 45.5. That's really too. That's if LeBron and AD is healthy for 130 games, 65 apiece. Their record, they won 70% of the games that the two of them played. I have the over at 45.5. Toronto Raptors 45.5. That's fine. New Orleans is at 44.5. That's fine. Chicago 41.5. I'm tempted to take the under, but we'll leave it there. Portland 39.5. New York's 38.5. Tempted under or there, but that's fine. Washington 35.5. Sacramento 33.5. Definitely take the over on Sacramento. They're going to be competitive. They're going to go for the play-in. I have them around 40 wins, so definitely look for Sacramento to take the over. Charlotte with 33.5. I have the under with them. No, LaMelo's already hurt. No Bridges. They're playing a slower tempo. Really not a big fan of their team. I can see them taking early for Victor. Detroit, Orlando. Detroit 29.5. That's okay. 26.5 for Orlando. Okay. Utah 24.5, OKC 23.5, Indiana 23.5, Houston 23.5, San Antonio 22.5. All those teams, they're likely going to be taken, and you're going down hard, and I have them teams under 20 wins. The take for Victor is going to be real, so I have them all under 20 wins. So my final conference seeds for the East, I have them grouped per se, but 1, 2, 3 is Philly, Milwaukee, Cleveland. 4, 5, 6, Boston, Brooklyn, Atlanta. 7, 8, 9, 10. I have Miami, Toronto, Chicago, Washington, and missing all together, New York, Charlotte, Detroit, Orlando, Indiana in the East. I like in the West, Minnesota, Denver, and the Clippers in that order as my top three teams in the West. Memphis, Golden State, LA at the 4, 5, and 6 seed, and 7 through 10. I have Dallas, Phoenix, New Orleans, and Sacramento competing for that spot. Although I could see New Orleans or Sacramento passing Phoenix. Not a fan of them this season. And this team's missing the playoffs altogether. Portland, Houston, Oklahoma City, San Antonio, and Utah. So that's my NBA preview. What I think that's going to happen this season. Look forward to seeing how it plays off. Excited for a great year. Let's get it on. It's game time. Let's go.